6:35 now, turning to the government shutdown, where there is an end in sight. Last night, a series of bills backed by 8 Democrats and all Republican senators got passed in the filibuster in the Senate.
Our Joe St. George has been getting all of the latest from D.C. on this. He has what's in this deal and then how much longer the shutdown could last.
The federal government remains shut down, but a major step was taken late Sunday to potentially reopen the government in the coming days. While the vast majority of Democrats voted against a weekend deal, the right number of Democrats did side with Republicans to advance a piece of legislation that could reopen the government sometime this week. Here is what we know about the deal announced on Sunday, on a day in which over 2,000 plus airline flights were canceled and around 7,000 delays reported. The deal funds the government until January 30th. It funds certain programs within the government even longer, like the Supplemental Nutrition Assistance Program, better known as SNAP. It also brings back fired federal workers who lost their jobs during this shutdown. Most notably, the deal does not extend subsidies related to the Affordable Care Act that Democrats had been fighting for more than 40 days. That is little relief to Americans seeing premium hikes. But over the weekend, President Trump signaled once again that he would not be in favor of doing that. Republicans are promising future votes on the issue.
The country's doing well. The Democrats have to open it up.
A number of prominent Democrats remain opposed to the deal, however, like Congressman Hakeem Jeffries of New York, who leads Democrats in the House. He said, quote, "We will not support spending legislation advanced by Senate Republicans that fails to extend the Affordable Care Act tax credits. But for millions of Americans worried about where they are getting their groceries, an upcoming flight, or where their paycheck has been, the deal is welcome news after weeks of deadlock in Washington." Now, a number of legislative hurdles still remain for this deal to actually become law. It still needs to get its final votes in the Senate, and then the House of Representatives will need to return to Washington and vote on it as well before President Trump would need to sign it. Joe St. George, Scripps News Group, Washington.
Now, a big part of the shutdown has been the impact on SNAP benefits, formerly known as food stamps.
States were told to pause giving out benefits by the Supreme Court while the White House appeals the rules, saying that they have to use their contingency funds.
The USDA is even saying to states that started distributing, take the money back while there's still a court case.
In Virginia, VINA has filled that hole for a bit now and will be winding down come Thursday, according to Governor Glenn Youngkin. But many families have still had to look somewhere else, like local churches, for help.